Eastwood, Texas, near the town of Robloxia. A freight train is getting ready for its departure in the very empty yard of Eastwood.
D-1-34 is a freight train refueling after a long journey from Kansas. Another train, D-3346, delivers the huge tankers that 1-34 is supposed to carry. A man by the name of Jamson Lorkfraud walks to his engine, knowing what would come. Not knowing what was going to happen, he starts his engine and starts to move out of the yard. Moving through the yard, the train emits sparks from the not well-maintained brakes that the conductor did not notice. This causes the train to hit the tankers with a very great force, almost flicking one off the tracks. As the locomotive leaves the yard, the sun is already starting to set, which meant the train only had 1 hour to get to the destination, even though it would take 2 hours, if not more so. As the locomotive started to reach the last crossing before entering New Mexico, the train started shaking from the throttle to the engine QT out for a very brief amount of time. Once the train passed the crossing, it was already too late. Bad brakes, lack of maintenance and the lack of inspection would all lead to this moment. The train kept going and going and didn't stop. It got faster with no sign of stopping. Until it happened. The train had crashed and has set the tanker ablaze. The train conductor sat in the locomotive with life-threatening injuries. The train was left there till 8:28 a.m. as another train, a Santa Fe locomotive carrying coal and grain, was speeding its way through the main line on the same exact track that the train was on, and yet word of the accident hadn't been out. Time was running out and the train was again going too fast to stop in time. Only the impact can decide the fate between the two drivers. The train had been rear-ended. The 6-17 locomotive had been derailed, but it wasn't as bad as D-1.234. Nothing could have stopped this accident. To this day, everyone calls this event rear-ended